Okay, so today is April 8th, and the topic of today's reading from the book Affirmations for the Inner Child by Rocker Lerner is Tosh. Loving Tosh heals the child within. Tosh energizes. Tosh heals. Tosh creates a sense that the world is not just a bad or scary place. Tosh says someone cares that I am alive. In my childhood home, loving touch was rare. It often came only when my needs were too great to be denied any longer. Worse, touch did not necessarily mean love. It often came with anger. Now, in my adulthood, it isn't easy for me to be comfortable with being touched. Today, I will arrange to have a massage, whether performed by a professional or a close friend. I will allow myself to relax, letting the energy flow into my body. I will still my mind so no thoughts will interrupt my pleasure. Through touch, I will allow myself to feel safe, loved, and cared for. So, well, yes, that is the reading of today, which is inviting us to feel comfortable with being touched, right? The skin, right? The sense of touch is one of the most private senses that we have. And perhaps it's the one that we can block easier. We can make ourselves not touching somebody else, and we can live fairly well without it, right? Whereas the other senses, right, the sense of smell, the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, and the sense of taste, it's fairly difficult to live without them, right? But we can very well isolate ourselves from the world and not touch somebody else for a very long time. That could be an exercise that people do because sense again, the sense of touch it can be very private, and there are parts of our skin which if we isolate them very well, a lot of people could or a lot of time could pass without somebody else touching it. So again, the sense of touch is one of the most private things, right? So what the reading is telling us is not to make it less private, but for us to allow ourselves to feel comfortable with that, with somebody else touching us. Because, like it says, touch it transmits an energy, right? And it allows the energy to flow from one person to person, or from even the earth to oneself, right? Because there's energy also flowing in that direction, right? Or between those entities. So it's important to allow others to touch oneself, and but we have to do it in a way that we feel comfortable with. But do it, right? I mean, that's the purpose of the reading, right? Stop isolating yourself and try to get in touch with a person and do it in a way that you can feel comfortable with. In any case, that's the reading of today. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, give it leave any comments below, subscribe to the channel, share through social media, and as always, if Providence allows it, we will meet each other in a different day.